Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So I got some vintage Masters of the Universe lots to look at. We got a lot of new parts, pieces, and figures and vehicles. And let's look at some sales as well. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit and take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Yeah, I got some interesting stuff to look at on Masters of the Universe for the most part, and some sales, so let's go. Alright, here's a pretty decent Masters of the Universe vintage lot I got. Oh, and I just got in my replacements, new set of He-Bands. I'm buying them off of MotU variants. Supposed to be more like the original style. They seem to be just quite as rigid as the other ones I had, but anyways. And they even throw in a free what's the word? A reproduction. I know, obviously, it's clearly not an original He-Man sword, power sword style. Pretty cool. So I got those to reband some figures, including a really special one. I'll be showing that later on. So yeah, this lot actually, I feel like I got a pretty good deal on this one. I won it for only like $30 bid approximately. So after fees and shipping, I think it came only right around 50 bucks, and that's pretty decent for 10 figures. 10 figures, a Battle Cat almost complete, and a vehicle, a Roton, not complete, but you know, I thought that was pretty good. Oh, and then for some reason these little Spy Gear toys were in there. I don't know why. But yeah, I feel pretty good about this lot. We got some pretty decent figures. Some of them aren't perfect, of course. Really nice condition Clawful. Something about Clawful, I always noticed that the condition on him is always maintained. I don't know what about it is. What about that figure it is, but he's always really nice. So my goal in my eBay selling is I want to start doing a little more professional MotU sales, as in like keep buying and put together nice condition complete figures and sell them like that. So that'll be a candidate for a complete figure. Got a Triclops, Mexico Triclops. Poor condition because the spring waist, it does work, but it's very, very loose, not normal. So that'll be going in the parts or repair figure for pile, as well as this trap jaw, unfortunately. And I'm noticing there's a couple figures here where people used hot glue. I don't know why that is. Yeah, this trap jaw is like hot glued his arm into place, and he had some significant paint wear on the helmet. Otherwise, it would have been a pretty decent Mexico trap jaw. So that'll probably go in the for parts of repair. And then we had what would be a really nice Fisto, but yeah, again, I don't know why, but somebody hot glued around his neck. Maybe I can get that off, but because that Fisto head paint is pretty decent, and the figure itself is pretty nice. So if I can resolve that hot glue issue, that might be a candidate. And we got a Ram Man, nothing special, beat up condition. He only has one plastic bracer. Otherwise, I guess he's an okay figure. I might put together a second class of figures that are just in like not the best shape, but still good for lots. We got a couple Beastman, nothing crazy. This one's got a little bit of paint wear, so he might be in the mediocre pile. This Beastman's a little bit better. Just got very minor paint scuff. He might be a candidate, but Beastman's a little harder one to complete because of that whip. And his two arm gauntlets a lot of times are missing or broken. Then we got a Cobra Khan. He's a pretty nice one. Legs are slightly loose. And yeah, again, I might start rebanding figures. So he's possibly a candidate to reband and sell as a rebanded figure. Then we got a Faker. He needs to be rebanded. Otherwise, he's pretty decent. He unfortunately doesn't have the sticker though, but he is a pretty nice Faker. Other than that, just has the wonky legs. Once those are replaced, he should be a pretty decent figure. I just haven't decided whether I want to invest in fixing up a Faker that doesn't have the sticker on the chest. That's the only issue I have. Then we have a Skeletor here. He's pretty nice. He's actually, I think the marking on his back says either 1982 or 1983. So he's one of the way more later releases. And the armor said 1983 on it, actually, Taiwan. So candidate for fixing up a nice Skeletor here. He needs to be rebanded though. And then there was some He-Man armor, and it says it's marked in USA, so I think that means that this was from Mexico He-Man. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to be hanging on to that, double checking that, and seeing if I ever need any armor for Mexico He-Man. And then we had the Battle Cat saddle, nice and unbroken saddle. It's a good condition saddle, and the Battle Cat. I think this is the 1970, the one that's marked in the 1970s. Oh no, I think it's at 82. I got another Battle Cat recently. I think had the old 1970 mark on it. Yeah, because some of these literally have the date from the Big Jim Tiger. They didn't actually change the date, but then other Battle Cats, they did change the date to a proper date. And then we got a Roton. Kind of scuffed on the bottom. I think it works. Yep, it's got nice decals. Yeah, the decals are actually pretty nice. It just needs the guns on it, so I'll just hang on to that. Maybe I can get some guns down the line. So yeah, pretty decent lot. Especially, I felt like the price went on it pretty low. All right, got another Vintage Masters of the Universe lot. This one I paid a little bit more for, but I got a lot more figures and stuff. This one was about $100 whenever it was all said and done. But I'm liking what I see. Kind of a bit of a lack of accessories. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So we had there's a couple vehicles over here. Unfortunately, it has a broken peg on it, so this is gonna go to the Road Ripper is gonna go to parts of repair vehicle lot. I have stuff over here, so the lesser quality stuff will be there. And then we had another Roton. This one's nicer on the bottom. It's got all the decals and everything, so that one might clean up pretty nice. Not bad. Oh, and here's something really cool. This is my prize from the lot. This Masters of the Universe little lunch bag. Velcro lunch bag. Got He-Man, Battle, and Skeletor there. Vintage, of course. And it's got two bats flying in the background instead of Zor. That's funny. But very nice. I like that. And everything else is figures and accessories except for we had the Panther. Not pretty poor condition Panther though. So he might be going. I might save the saddle and then put the Panther in a lot, later on. No way you can really repair a Panther for the most part. The flocking. So we got a Ram Man. He's all right condition. Nothing crazy though. Doesn't have his gauntlets or anything. Usually that's the way Ram Man is. Here's a pretty neat one. He needs to be cleaned up, but we had a Hordak. It's a red rib cage Hordak. Not bad. Needs to be rebanded, but there's the red armor on the back. So that's pretty nice. I recently acquired one of these for my collection. Fix this one up, and we got at least his crossbow too. We had Cobra Khan. Unfortunately, looks like his neck is damaged, so he'll be for parts of repair figure. Oh, there he goes. Dropped him on the ground. We have a pretty nice looking condition Skeletor wearing a web store armor. Unfortunately, the web store armor doesn't have the string, but this is the it's a full boot Skeletor. Here's the legs. So we got another Skeletor here. This would be the one with the. Oh, this one's interesting actually. This one's interesting because he's got 3 colors of paint in his eye sockets, but yet he is a full boot. Usually whenever they have that much paint detail on the head, I'll have to compare that. I'm gonna have to do a comparison with that. Usually when they have that much paint detail on the eyes and on the head, on the face, it's a half boot Skeletor. So that's very interesting. I'll have to check that figure out more closely. Could be a cool variant that I don't have. We have a nice condition Stinkor. Just need to get his armor and stuff. I got more stuff coming in. I'll be able to complete some of these figures. Got Manny Faces. He's a little scuffed up. This is probably the most common figure you'll find, so I'll put together a lot of, you know, mediocre condition figures at some point. We got a pretty decent Prince Adam here. Just needs to be rebanded. The hair is not bad. The face is not bad. Looks pretty good. Just, of course, he needs his stuff. Web store, same thing. Really nice condition web store here. Just needs his stuff. We got same with Grizzlor. Mantana's a little scuffed up on the eyes. We got pretty decent looking Evil Lyn. A few paint scuffs, but not terrible. Got a Terraclaw Skeletor. He's just kind of dirty. Otherwise, he seems to be all right. He can get down. No problem. Got a Mexico Mechanic. We got a Mexico Leech. Seems to be in pretty decent condition. We got a pretty decent condition Trapjaw here. A Mexico Trapjaw. One with a Mexico figure with loose legs. Wow, that never hardly ever happens. So there's one that might be a candidate to reband and fix up and sell a nice condition complete figure, because he looks pretty good. Oh, and here's one interesting. We got Too Bad. He is the flat back Too Bad. So I don't think I had saved one of these variants. I might save it for myself. I have the round back. So there's a flat back Too Bad. We had another Beastman in here. Like most Beastman have worn nose paint, especially the nose, but on the face. But yeah, especially the nose. So it's really hard to get a really nice pristine condition Beastman on the paint. Then we got a Buzz Off. He's seems all right, pretty decent condition. And we got a Man at Arms, a soft rubber head, no red dot. He's all right condition as well. Looks like a pretty, not the first release, but a pretty relatively early release of Man at Arms, I think. And then finally we've got a Orko, missing all his stuff, but he looks okay. So yeah. Oh, and then the accessories, additional accessories over here. We had, oh, here's a USA He-Man Power Sword. So I believe that should go with a Mexico figure. So in that other lot, there was a, I think USA He-Man armor. So I think that should be for a Mexico He-Man. I'm going to double check that. But so then here's a USA Power Sword. So I'm on my way to having the proper accessories, I think, for a Mexico He-Man. We got a Taiwan Skeletor sword, but it's got a few little nibble marks on the on the end, but otherwise it's unbroken. Got the good old blue axe. We got Leech's crossbow. I already showed you Hordax. We got Beastman's armor, and we've got the weapons pack Beastman armor. So not a bad lot. So now I've got a lot from High Bid coming that's mainly pretty much all accessories, so that will help me out to work on some of these figures. And I've got some cool stuff for my vintage collection, so I'm going to be doing a vintage update on my Radical Retro toy specific channel here pretty soon. Alright, here's a sale I made. I put 6 figures together. Most of them have kind of wonky legs. This will be, some of the last ones I'm doing where maybe some of these could have been fixed up. I'm going to start working on fixing them up instead of just doing lots all the time. Pretty decent lot of decent condition figures here. Someone could make a collection with this, work on it, you know. $60 total pay by the customer. Okay, looking at those Skeletors. Oh yeah, from that other lot, the 1982 Skeletor. So this one, so I thought the Skeletor Mark 1982 on the back, the head should have, I guess there's 2 variants of the eye paint. This one has only like the dark purplish and red in the eyes. And I rebanded this one. This one's really nice now. 1982 Skeletor. This one has the 3-tone of color of paint in the eyes, the red, the lighter blue, and then the purple surrounding the outside. So some of the earlier figures are like that. Yeah, it's basically got the head. It's got the head of a half boot Skeletor, like this one almost. But yeah, this one I rebanded. This 1982, and the armor's 1983. So that should be that's the correct armor. So he's a 1982, but his head is like the full boot 1981. Where the eye sockets only have that red, like I said. So, but he has the long armor, but his back is marked 1982. This one's back is marked 1982 as well, but he has, it looks like an older generation head on there. So, the variants. All right, I sold these two vintage 1982, 1983 G.I. Joe accessories. We got vintage Grunts backpack and is this Flash? Oh no, Breakers. I think Breakers. Oh no, maybe Flash. Sorry. Anyways, $17.50 total pay by the customer for those two vintage G.I. Joe accessories. All right, got a couple sales. Sold this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles General Trag. I remember playing with this as a kid. I didn't own him, but I think I had a friend that owned him. About $12 I sold that one for. Yeah, sometime I might collect Ninja Turtles. I don't know. It's just not for me right now. And then recently I made a video trying to identify vintage toy parts, and Mike figured out one of them. Vintage Star Wars Dagobah levitating tree trick piece, I think is what it is. So that's cool. Sold that for $4. Somebody took a best offer. Somebody offered $14. Went ahead and sold that for $14. Not bad. All right, I sold this lot of damaged, poor condition figures. Masters of the Universe vintage, missing parts. Some of them, like Cobra Khan's missing the head. I usually bulk up those and just try to get somebody a good deal on somebody who's customizing. I mean, there's a lot of good arms and stuff like that, of course, for these figures. So. And some of the figures are, you know, just need to be cleaned up. Like this merman is just dirty. So $40. Took a best offer, $40. Go ahead and get those out the door. Get some money back to buy more stuff. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.